life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination. These are words of power, words of promise, but also words of pain. The Stormlight Archive is not just a story about knights, war, or gods. It's a story about trying to be better when the world tells you that you're broken. And it connected with me far more than I ever thought it could. Hi, I'm Neff, and recently I finished The Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. It's huge in scale, in ambition, in emotional weight. It's a story that glues to you. But more than the magic or the world building, it's the characters that stayed with me. They feel real, messy, flawed. And through them, Sanderson explores something incredibly rare in fantasy. The quiet, agonizing journey of healing. Please be aware of possible spoilers for the Stormlight Archive, books 1 through 5. The Stormlight Archive takes place on Roshar, a world inside the Cosmere that has been ravaged by magical storms, haunted by ancient wars, and left shattered by piecemeal histories. There are gods who vanished, powers being reborn, secret orders returning from the shadows. And at the center of it all are people who are barely holding on. A soldier turned slave, a noblewoman haunted by memory, a high lord drowning in guilt. They aren't legends, not yet at least, but they're trying to be better, and that effort, that struggle, is what makes this story special. Most epic fantasies focus on external battles, wars, politics, monsters. Think of Helm's Deep from Lord of the Rings, the Battle of the Bastards from Game of Thrones, or even the constant fights of the Avengers. But Stormlight focuses on internal ones. Kaladin's depression, Shallan's dissociation, Dalinar's guilt and addiction. These aren't just side notes. They're the core of the story. Becoming a hero in this world doesn't mean slaying a dragon. It means waking up and choosing to keep going. It means learning that healing isn't linear, and that's okay. The Knights Radiant aren't just warriors. They're people who made promises, deep, soul-binding oaths, and to raise themselves, to grow stronger. They have to face the truth of who they are. Sometimes that means accepting your past, Sometimes it means forgiving yourself. And sometimes it means admitting you're wrong. Strength and power aren't given freely. They're earned through radical honesty. And that is so rare, so powerful in this genre. There are moments in this series that just broke me. A bridge crew learning to trust again. A woman sketching her trauma into the margins of her notebook. A man walking into the storm to keep a promise. 1,000 other moments with 100 other characters. I won't spoil them. But if you've read the books, you know. These aren't just cool scenes. They're moments of reclamation, of agency. They remind us that even in the darkest storm, there's a chance to rise. Yes, the books are long. Yes, there are sprens and interludes and hundreds of names. But beneath all of that is a story about what it means to be human. It's about pain, responsibility, hope. Sanderson doesn't hand out triumph easily. He makes his characters, and thereby his readers, earn it. And when those victories come, they feel real. They feel deserved. Because they come from people who've suffered, who've grown, who've chosen to try again. And that's what makes Stormlight unforgettable. I think about these stories often. About the characters I met. The stories they told. The truths they made me tell. There's a weight to Stormlight. But also a kind of hope that I didn't expect. One that says, you are not alone in your struggles. You are worth the effort it takes to heal. Thanks for watching and listening. If you liked this, feel free to subscribe. I'll be back with another story soon. Because recently, I finished something else.